What up, YouTube? It's G's Relax, and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to have a go at getting 400k in one of the most beloved cars in drifting, the Chaser. I have not actually got 400k with this car yet. It was something I drove a lot when I first got on Forza Horizon 6, and I got so close so many times. So I figured, hey, people love the car. I see everyone driving it. It's time that I sort it out and get it done. I'll run you through what upgrades I've chosen to go for and the tune that I've kind of played around with in some other areas around the map. And yeah. So for upgrades, actually this is something I really want to raise with everybody. It comes with the 2JZ motor, which is sick, really awesome, you know. Problem is, everyone puts the single turbo on it and gets 1500 horsepower, which is cool for the odd occasion, but then you go tandem drifting with people and it whistles and whistles like a dentist drilling your teeth. It is absolutely horrible for the morale of everyone in a drift train. And we did some testing. You can get rid of that whistle and still have big power, and I'm gonna try and prove that in this video and show that it can still get 400k. To explain if that clip didn't help, the single turbo with any upgrade whistles like a dentist drill. Don't use it on any vehicle. It's just with the 2JZ motor, that is. It's not worth it. Leave the stock twin turbos and you'll see with all my upgrades I'm still getting over 1200 horsepower. It's more than enough to do anything you want. It still sounds sick. If you're not going with this option, don't expect people to want to hang around you, is all I'm saying. No change of drive chain. I have put the body kit on it because I like it. I don't think it changes tire size or anything like that. Aero. I left the stock spoiler on it. Tires. I've gone with the sport tire compound for this because it's over 1000 horsepower. Good for getting some traction out of the corner, and that's all I'm really using it for. Otherwise, for everything Hakone, you want something that's quite slippery. Hence me sticking to, as you can see, quite a small width front and rear tire. 265 is actually quite big in my opinion, but I don't need it with this thing because it drags a little bit. The rear end feels a bit sluggish. None of that matters. Maxed out everything in platform and handling. Maxed out everything in drivetrain with the 6-speed race gearbox. For engine upgrades, I believe I've maxed out everything here too. Probably did that just to see how much power it gets with the twin turbos. Yeah. This will be maxed out. Anti-lag twins. And as I said, it doesn't whistle, so it's cool. Tuning. I've gone for, as usual, very high tire pressure. So this is just to help it. Well, firstly, the front tire is quite high, just helps with stopping it from twitching too much in the front. So that's a good thing for tandems. But the high pressure in the rear is so that I can power slide and handbrake for quite a distance. That's what I've gone with for gear ratios. We'll get up on the mountain and see if that's right when we get there. Camber. I've raised the rear camber a little bit once again just so that we can extend drifts and sliding. For tow, 0.8 on the front out and negative 0.2 on the rear. This is kind of my base that I've been chucking on everything recently. For anti-roll bars, unlike most of the other cars I've built, I've actually gone quite stiff with this, and that's just because the chaser is quite long and slow to transition, which is nice for slow speed tandems, but for point scoring, you want something that can transition quite fast, and a stiffer setup helps out with that. I have left the springs still on the softer side of things. I honestly wouldn't want to go much stiffer or softer than this. The reason is this is just enough for me to feel comfortable, and if you go too stiff, it's probably just going to spin out all the time. Too soft, it's going to struggle to keep it angle. Ride height, with all my builds, I try to raise the front higher than the rear. It just feels nicer. Rebound stiffness, just chop these off a little bit to the softer side of things. If I wanted it to be a bit looser again, want it to kick out angle a little bit better, I might stiffen these up, but what it will do is slow down that transition speed, so I am keeping this a little bit softer. Downforce, just get rid of it in every case. And this is the brake and differential settings that I usually use. Also really important to have your brake bias to the front. If you're not doing that, you need to change it. Be real nice just to gently tap your brakes and settle at a certain amount of angle. If you have it towards the rear, it will try straighten you out. Okay, let's give this a go. A few people commenting that they like my livery on the S15. I've tried to do something similar on this. A little bit of a NZ, New Zealand Warriors up the wires kind of inspired thing. Alright, turn 1, make sure you get a good run in and you add angle as you go through the gates and the whole way down with as much angle as possible. Really try to get as wide as you can so you can maximize the amount of time you're getting points, and it gives you more room to work with to transition back down into the next corner. Yeah, it's so slow to transition. If you're going to run wide down these long sweeping corners, just make sure that it's only your outside tyre that gets up on the footpath. It can help extend your drift, you just gotta be careful with your throttle management as you're on it. Oh yes, first try. That last corner was a little bit challenging. I hopped on handbrake just for a bit so that I could make sure that I was really smashing the throttle on the way out of the corner rather than through the middle of it. And tune-wise, I don't think there's actually too much I would change. Maybe loosen it up some more and put a little bit more camber in the rear just to help help it slide some more. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my Hakone playlist if you want to see what other cars I've gone 400k with, and the more that I'll bring out in the future. Cheers.